I've realized I detest my boyfriend. We've been together almost 3 years. We live together. I support us 100%. In the time we've been together, he's worked maybe 2 months. He's depressed and anxious, and he steals all the oxygen and joy out of every room. He never wants to go anywhere, but then complains that we never go anywhere. I got him an interview at my work, a moderately well-paid entry-level position. He refused to go, saying he wasn't ready. Then spends time complaining about not having a job. You get the idea. Everything in our lives revolves around him and his moods. He cries, yells, or just sighs incessantly. There's no laughter or happiness in our home. I walk on eggshells all the time. I dread coming home from work. He grabbed me a few days ago and shook me so hard I'm bruised on my upper arms. The apartment is in my name, but he literally has nowhere to go because he has no friends, and he refuses to contact his family. So he'd be homeless, and I can't do that to him, or any human really. I fantasize about being alone all the time, like only cooking or shopping or doing anything just for myself. It would be incredible to be able to breathe again. His birthday was last week, and I saved up for a month to get him something related to his hobby. When I gave it to him, he said, "I just told you I didn't want to do this anymore. What were you thinking?" I think at that point, any love I still felt for him just died. He doesn't cook, clean, care for his dog, or do anything but play video games. I'm trapped in a prison, and I just don't really care what happens to me anymore. I don't want to die, but I wouldn't be upset if I didn't wake up tomorrow, if that makes sense. I know what I should do, but I'm just a dumb bitch. Thanks for reading. Typing it out helps. Edit. Welp, this reached the front page, and now I'm super uncomfortable with everything, so I'm not going to be posting anymore. I appreciate all the advice, the tough love too. Hopefully I'll be back with a happy update in the future. Thanks for everything, Reddit.
The woman I married is not the woman I have loved the most. I have been with my wife for 14 years. She is an amazing spouse, partner, and mother. She is a great woman, and I'm happy with the beautiful family we've made. That being said, my one true love is a woman I was with right before I met my wife. This woman and I dated for 3 years. She changed my life with her love. She introduced me to so much. When we were together, everything was electric. I could listen to her talk for hours and just enthralled by her. She was the only person I trusted enough to pour my heart out to. Even my wife I can't do this with. She was my perfect match, compatible in every way. No one has made me laugh like her, made me feel pure, unadulterated happiness as her, and I have never been with a lover that I have felt as physically and emotionally connected as her. If there are soulmates, she was mine. In the short time we were together, we planned out our lives together forever. Unfortunately, she needed to leave the country. Her parents were in an accident, killing her father and leaving her mother in need of care. I was serving military commitment fresh out of college, and I couldn't go with her. We tried to make it work, but when it became clear we wouldn't be together for another 3 years, she became more withdrawn after the accident and resented me for not being able to be with her. I could feel the separation was slowly destroying us, so I set her free. It broke me, but it seemed like the best thing for both of us. I don't think I'll ever forget our time together. As much as I love my wife, I know the love between us is not as real as me and my ex's love. I married my wife out of convenience, and I grew to love her. A few years back, I got into contact with my ex again. She is married, too, with kids, but she has also never forgotten and is still in love with me and wishes things could have been different. We talk sometimes, nothing is ever inappropriate. I, of course, would choose my wife and family over her any time. But if I saw her in person again, I'd be lying if I said I wouldn't be worried something inappropriate might happen. We swapped our twin brothers at birth. When I was 11, my mom gave birth to my little brothers, identical twin boys. My sister and I, also identical twins, decided it would be funny to swap them. They had bands on their wrist identifying them, but we were able to ease them off and swap them. We then placed them in each other's cribs. We did it because we thought our parents would realize straight away and laugh since they were able to tell us apart, even when we swapped clothes. However, they didn't. A while later, possibly a few weeks to a month, we decided to swap them back because we gradually became scared they'd find out and we'd get into trouble. We swapped their baby clothes that had their names on, but by that time, my mum had gotten used to their faces and individuality and asked what we were playing at swapping their clothes. We never told her that we were actually trying to reverse an original and successful trick because we knew she wouldn't believe us or be furious. So we are the only family members who know that they're swapped and that the eldest is actually the youngest. Only one of our best friends know the truth. They are 16 in December. We plan to tell them one day because they have a right to know, but neither of us have the balls at the moment. Idiot. Thank you for the advice and feedback. I was speaking to my sister on Skype today and I brought it up. She said was on her mind over the weekend too. We've agreed to tell our parents before we tell the boys and see what they say. We don't live with our mom, dad, and brothers anymore, but it's something we need to do face to face. When lockdown is over, we're gonna bite the bullet and get it over with.